Okay, so now it's time to put it all back together now that we put in the 2 gig stick. So we'll go ahead and bring the Mini back here, the chassis. Gotta remember now how to put this back in here. Ah, yes. Be careful not to have the motherboard scrape up against any of the chassis here. Make sure all these little ports kind of slide back into the little respective areas here. Make sure that you get these cables out of the way. Should be a pretty nice, fit back the way it was. Go ahead and put these these first 2 screws back in. There's the first one. And the second one here. We'll reattach the AC line. Click rather. Same with the one there. And of course the display cable. Make sure it's of course all nice tight fit. Cables are all nice and routed properly. Now we got to add back the touch pad bracket, which should be a pretty simple just snap back on here. Just kind of press all the way around everywhere here. The cables are all good, not getting pinched by anything. So now let's go ahead and reattach these cables here. 1, 2, 3, and again make sure that all these cables are routed back properly. And proceed to add these screws back in. There's 4. 1 there. 1 there. And 2 you'll see here. And then there's the 5 over here. Here. There. There. Then the 2 here. And last one there. Put it back open. All the little creases here are all flush. There's no flex anymore because the screws kind of pull it down in. Go ahead and add the hard drive back. Use this little tab thing to help pull it back in there. Use this screw it back in. Reattach the palm rest. Remember to route the cable back. You can kind of see where it goes right in this section here. So go ahead and feed that back through there. Might need to use a screwdriver or something to help push it through. I'll usually take another flathead screwdriver. So here with the cable, I'll just slide it back in here, like so. Make sure it's in there all the way. And then just slide those little guys back in. Make sure it's tight a couple times. Back the keyboard. Slide the screws off here. Now, just like the ribbon cable for the touchpad, we're going to slide this in there like so. And take a screwdriver like this, kind of push these close. This is one big, these two little end clips here, this and this, are actually connected underneath. So when you slide one in, it kind of pushes out the other. So just keep kind of pushing each side in like that. There will be a little bit of the ribbon here, as you can see, showing, which is fine. So then we got that in there. Go ahead and flip this back over. Got these four little clip things. Slide those in the bottom. Make sure to get little hinges, the little clips on each side here, make it snap in. 1 and 2. And go ahead and close this. Flip it back around. Take your screws. Screw them back in. There's going to be one here, there, and there. And now it's time to put the mini card back in. So hold the wires back. Slide the card back in. Push it down. Get the screw. Screw that back in. If you can tell here, a little hole there in the plug, which you want to get on right there. A little metal stick there, you want to get in the hole of the cable. So we're going to have to bend this cable back around when you get in there correctly. I don't know if you heard that or not, but it'll snap back into place. You have the other cable here now. Hide the cable back in there so the door can close and put it back in. Door back on. Screw it in. Slide back in the battery here. Lock it. And hope that it turns on. And it's not. Make sure your battery is charged and not freak out. Then boot up the computer. Check out how much system memory you've got. Hope that it worked. And 2 gigs, and you're done. Enjoy.